done something wrong somewhere. Is it the end of used car dealers? Any car dealers that are watching, you'll know that, you constantly spent out all the time. I was so stressed and so anxious and I'd pushed myself so hard that it was too much. My body couldn't cope. I was trembling at night. So yeah, you read the title correctly. It is the end. It's over. And there's a lot of conversation that we need to have in this video. And I think the best thing we can do is, let's just get into it. So imagine if this video was the end of Binker, and that was the subject of this video. Now, that video there was a video that I was worried that would have gone live at some point over the recent years. We're about to enter our 4th year, can you believe it, at the new site in Milton Keynes. We took on this site in February 2022, the 1st of February is when we got the keys. We was cornered into getting out of our old site, and it was without a doubt the most stressful time of my whole journey in business. It was horrible. And I remember thinking, is this the end of Binker? Are we done with? Our small business, and it was a very, very small business at the time, could just about accommodate and cater for the overheads that it had at our old unit. We then went through lockdown, we had the ups and downs of the car trade. It was good for a period, and then it was negative for a period after that. The electric car market come along and caused a bit of a stir as well. And then additionally to all of this, whilst me and my brother was building our own houses and trying to do work in our own lives, we got told we've got to leave our site. It was so stressful. We then had to find a site to accommodate all of these cars and all of this, all of this business that we had built. We did eventually find the site. And before we get into that conversation, let's talk about our journey as car dealers. Me and Leon started many, many years ago from the back of our flat in Luton. We're just a couple of lads from Luton. We both got kicked out of school. We grew up in one of the most ghetto parts of one of the most ghetto towns in this country. We started off with a couple of cars out the back of our flat. We lived together. We was living a great life, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but times were hard. We grew up in a single parent family, one of 5 children I was, and 5 boys, which was a blessing. A massive, massive blessing. Me and my brothers get on amazingly well. We work together. But at that point in time, my younger brothers were still in school. Curtis and Jerome. Curtis was in college, Jerome was in school. Our older brother, Aaron, nothing to do with the business. The journey started with us just being on it, getting out, doing deals, buying a car for 300 quid, selling it for 600 pounds, buying something else for 500 pounds, selling it for, putting it upstairs on the side of the road, 995 in the window. And it grew. The point of doing this video is to inspire and motivate, because, by the way, before we get back into the Binker story, the thing that is over, guys, the end is 2025. 2025 is over. And this video is about feeling energized and excited for 2026. This video is not to say it is the end of Binker, because our journey as car dealers started all them years ago. And then Jerome went on his journey and he became an estate agent, which was made him good in sales, good at doing deals. Then later on down the line, Jerome joined the business. The Binker journey continued. But then we had that big spanner thrown in where this small business had to find a site, preferably in Milton Keynes. We didn't want to be in Luton. Yeah, although we're from Luton, I don't want a dealership in Luton. As soon as you bring up a car dealership and the customer says, whereabouts are you? Oh, we're in Luton. It puts people off. It's a turn off. Unfortunately, we all joke about it. Luton, Bradford, Birmingham, all these areas. If you're in Milton Keynes, it's got a stigma, it's got a positive stigma about it. And I think that for us was important. And we found this site and it was too much money. It needed a lot of work, but it was the only site available that could accommodate what we needed as a business at Binker. We wasn't financially ready for it, but it was either upload a video and saying this is the end of Binker, or take on the site and go for it. The car trade at that point in time was, without a doubt, the most difficult chapter of the car trade ever. We're now at the end of that, admittedly, but 2025 for most people was very, 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 very challenging. And we are seeing car dealerships close at the rate that pubs have been closing in recent years. Car dealers are literally dropping because it is so tough. Our overheads have gone up. Again, not talking about just us as a dealership, but generally overheads have gone up. Wages have gone up, minimum wage has gone up. Staff are under more pressure financially, which puts pressures on the directors. We'll talk about this a lot on the channel. Because minimum wage has gone up, well, the minimum wage people are thinking, well, I'm getting more money now, this is great. But then the businesses are thinking, you know, I can't afford to get more staff, so I've got to put more work onto these minimum wage staff. So they now need to work harder. Although they're getting a bit more money, they're happier, still not enough money because it doesn't cover what they're doing back home. They need to work harder because the business can't afford to take on new staff. Auto Trader, we've seen a lot go on with Auto Trader. They're in a bad place at the minute. Their share prices have dropped by 25% in the last few months. No big business can afford for the value of their business to drop by 25% at any point in the journey, right? At the point that they're at, top of the market, extremely valuable, a quarter of their value dropped in the space of a few months. They must be panicking at the minute. The reason that's happened is multiple reasons. One, the car trade is changing. Two, my friend Ibby has created that group and it's allowed car traders to be very vocal about how the pressure that Auto Trader are putting on their business. I've spoke to Auto Trader this week. Again, we're sort of just fueling or going into details of, there's so much to talk about in this video. Auto Trader are adamant that the car trade has just been tough the last few weeks. Inquiries are down. I'm like, well, why are inquiries down? I'm seeing all these other dealers moaning, why are inquiries down? Auto Trader's answer to that is, it's just quiet at the minute. It's just quieter. The world's changing. And like I say, the reason for me doing this video is to motivate and inspire. It is the end of 2025. And I'll be honest with you, I am blessed in many ways because 2025 for us as a business was the best year in business that we ever had. And I am super excited for 2026. As I'm talking on camera now, there's builders out the front. We're filming this between Christmas and New Year's video, by the way. So generally most people are off. We're not. We're open. We're in full swing. We're filming videos. We're doing what we can to keep the ball rolling. I want to keep momentum up, keep snowballing, that snowball effect, keep growing. I want to do more. The plan is to just do more. Builders out the front, got massive video being filmed. We've gone through the rebrand recently at Binker. That rebrand has had a massive knock-on effect, negatively for the finances, but positively for Binker. And you're going to see all of that unfold on the channel over the next few weeks. We've got builders upstairs as well. We've got some office work being done. We've got absolutely loads doing. 2025 for us was a positive chapter of life. We took on this yard. We had them first couple of years where it was super challenging. And even at points through that journey, I was like, we're really spinning plates here, but we've done it. We kept going and we started making money again. We went sideways, probably went backwards financially at some point in that journey. In fact, I say probably, definitely did. We still had these house property projects on the go in the background that, again, you lot do know about. I was gonna say you don't know about. You do know because in this past year, I had another baby, yeah? Super happy about that in my personal life. Another little baby. Moved into my new house that I bought 5 years ago. Basically knocked it down and rebuilt it. But again, that only put pressure on me as a person and my business. That chapter for me, I remember one night I woke up, right? And this is funny but also crazy. I was trembling at night. I'd pushed myself so much that I couldn't sleep. I had the shakes. I was sweating. And I got up one night, I used to sleep on the sofa because I was so stressed and so anxious and I'd pushed myself so hard that it was too much. My body couldn't cope. I remember getting up in the middle of the night one night and I was living in a rented property. I had builders at my house. Binker was, it was tough. It was just tough. But I just knew in my head, keep this ball rolling, keep every ball rolling, and it'll all be fine. That thought process proved to pay off massively. We'll get to that shortly. But I remember looking at myself in the mirror and I had the shakes and I can't sleep. I'm feeling wired, but at the same time, I'm sort of feeling excited because I know as much as I've pushed myself, I knew that this was all worth it. And I laughed. I looked at myself in the mirror and I laughed. And I thought, this is actually hilarious. I have actually pushed myself that much that I'm trembling. This was too much. And I knew that I needed to keep doing that. Yeah, I was getting up every day, still going to the gym every bloody day, still grafting every single day, still uploading a video every single Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock without fail, keeping that ball rolling. The best thing I ever done throughout 2024, because if we rewind another year, got to the end of the year, I said to my brothers, we all sat down, as you do, you sit down as a family at the end of every year. The best thing that I'd done during that year, or we done as a family, is not giving up on anything. That paid off during 2025 because 2025 for us was an incredible year. Binker grew. the business is in a far better place. We're now back to making money, which is obviously what you want to do as a business. We're talking about, we want to do more for our customers, more for buying, more for selling. We want to charge more, we want to earn more money, because that's what you do as a business. One of the plans with Binker going into 2026 is going to be doing more sales, doing more cars, getting more stock on the market. Now, of course, that limits, our bank account will limit us with that forever. As a car dealer, any car dealers that are watching, you'll know that, you know, you're constantly spent out all the time. And something that we've never really done as a dealership, I say never, we've done the odd one, we don't really push to do is sale or returns. Where a customer gives us the car, we sell it for them and charge a fee. I don't really like doing it because it's a bit complicated. I say it's complicated, it's just more complicated. You've got more people involved with the deal. But we have begun pushing, doing more sale returns. And as an example of that, I'm just head downstairs, we've just had a Ferrari come in. So I'll show you. And this car here is a car that I wouldn't personally want to buy as a bit of stock, because I wouldn't want to have over £100,000 tied up in one single car. But it's a lovely car, it's a car that I do want on the market. And by the way, all of this is going to change. I'm not going to go into it too much, but we're really excited for the new year. It's a beautiful car, 68 plate, Ferrari Portofino, in white, red leather, lovely, lovely example. It's come from a subscriber of the channel. He could go and sell it to one of these online car buying companies, but they're not going to offer nowhere near as much as he wants for the car. So he brings it to us at Binker. We're going to give it the correct exposure that it deserves. We're going to market it for the right money. He's got his money tied up in it. I say that, he's got the car on finance. In fact, I'll show you now. In fact, we'll use this as an opportunity to bring Car Vertical into the conversation. So big thanks to Car Vertical as ever for sponsoring the channel. We will link them below. When you do a Car Vertical check, use my code CCD to get 20% off. Really important you do checks, because you'll see on this car, Ferrari Portofino, 2018, petrol. It's got a Car Vertical score of 93 out of 100. Emissions got a negative flag there. You're looking for all green ticks, of course. With this car, there is one on finance. If you click that, so the mileage is all good, it's got no previous damage, it's never been stolen before, never been involved with any natural disasters, which you'd never see here in the UK anyway. But the car it's on lease. So it's got finance owing on it with Ferrari themselves. That car now is up for sale. It's gonna sell because it's something that we can definitely sell. Generally, or prior to that, it's something that we wouldn't have bought ourselves as a bit of stock, or we would have turned it down as an SOR, whereas now it's like, no, we want SOR. So if you've got anything that is like that perhaps you want to get stronger money for it, you're willing to sit on it, like this customer's, he's not in a rush to sell it, he's not bothered about selling that car, but when it goes, he's going to get the right money for it. The customer that buys it from us, they're going to pay the right money for it as well. We can offer that as a service. We're going to be doing more of that in 2026. That Car Vertical check there is a good example of what you do want to see when you're doing a Car Vertical check. This car is a lovely example, no paint, no negatives around it whatsoever, but I will show you an example of a Ferrari maybe in a ditch, looking bad, looking tired, looking sad. There you go. That's what you do not want to see when you do a Car Vertical check. All right, so I'll link Car Vertical below, code CCD to get 20% off. That M4 there, that's one we bought recently in a video. Lovely spec car. This is again an example of the direction that we're going to be going in. We bought this car, this is not an SOR. It's got it's Dravit grey, satin PPF, ultimate pack car, so it's got the carbon bucket, it's got every option going for it. External carbon, satin bronze wheels. I know they're actually gloss bronze, like CS bronze wheels. Put it into BMW just to make sure it was all good. They've done a full health check on it, pulled us on the tyres, we put a full set of tyres on it. That car is now ready to go up. I say it is up for sale now, ready to go on the market, and we'll get that sold. Again, January in the car trade, some businesses are busier in December than they are in January and vice versa. For us, Decembers are usually a quieter month. We don't generally expect to make too much money in December, although we did do really well in this December, which is good. We've without a doubt had the best December that we've ever had. But 2025 has been the best year that we've ever had. So, but January, it will kick off and it'll be a really, really positive month. And by the way, whilst we're stood here next to this Merc, you're probably looking thinking, Cal, what's this car all about? I bought this car a couple of months ago and we've done a whole video on it, but a really, really special thing. They're genuine AMG wheels, genuine AMG body kit. I bought it for Planet of Dreams. It's a lovely thing. And yeah, we've just got so much going on that it hasn't gone on the website yet. But yeah, if you want to be in for a chance of winning that, I'll try and get it on the website before this video goes live, all right? So yeah, let's head back upstairs because it's freezing. freezing down here. EnterReg has grown massively during 2025. EnterReg is a platform that we built for ourselves. It was never meant to be a business. It was never meant to be a business, but it's so bloody good for us that car dealers across the country, they want on board. So we've opened it up. We've made it available for car dealers to use. As a result of it, they're enjoying it. It's given us revenue, which enables us to, spend more money and invest in it. I don't want nothing out of it. I just want to keep growing it. We grew it. We've got more dealers on board now. It's now a better platform. Again, going into 2026, got loads of ideas for it. Planet of Dreams, the same story there. Started it during this process, probably 5 years ago we started Planet of Dreams, probably before that. Started before that, come up with an idea, thought I want to do this is great, done it, enter for free, sign up as a Dreamcatcher. We then introduced Boost, and it's been on an incredible journey. I don't want no money out of it, I just want to keep growing it. We've built this incredible website that everyone seems to absolutely love. It's unique, it's exciting, it's different. We've given away over £1.6 million. We've got ideas for the platform that are super unique. We've been buying cars, again, that are super unique. I'm trying to buy a car at a minute that is something that I am hugely excited about. It's a car that I wouldn't be able to buy if it wasn't for everyone's support on Planet of Dreams. We've made changes on Planet of Dreams that makes it more exciting, more attractive to users. And that's what it's all about. It's all about people. It's all about users. It's all about, even with Binker, I want to put more energy into the consumer, because that's what's really important. Oh, and whilst we're on the subject of Planet of Dreams, actually, we're giving away a Golf R tonight. So if you want to be, in fact, let's show you what it is now. We just filmed a whole video for Instagram where I talked about hanging on to my hairline. And the reason for that is because you get to a point in time when you're just hanging on to your youth, right? I'm nearly 40 years old, and you get to that point in life where you still want to have a nice car, you still want to have fun, but you want a car that ticks all the boxes. You want to keep the missus happy, you want space in the back for the buggy and stuff. Obviously I've just had a baby, so that fits my life perfectly. Room for the dog in the back, Kai can sit in the back, missus is happy, it's sensible, it's practical, but it is still a fast car. The Golf R Estate is a very rare thing. I don't know why VW just didn't make many of them at all. This car is a Mark 7.5, which is obviously the preferred car. It's got virtual cockpit, and it was tuned by Milton, full Milton setup. I've never seen one myself personally. It was quite nice to come across this car. Stage 1, about 360 horsepower, Scorpion exhaust, it's got the intake as well, and this car was spec'd with Pretorias. Oh, by the way, Milton is part of their package, they lower it as well, so it's lowered a touch, not too much, very sensible amount. Michelin PS5 tyres, the car was spec'd with full leather. Again, it's really difficult finding a Golf R full stop with full leather. Try and find a Mark 7.5, I think it's done just shy of 80,000 miles as well, 76,800 miles. Try finding a Mark 7.5 Golf R Estate with this spec at all, with this amount of miles on the market anywhere. You won't find one. I'm going to be announcing the winner for this car tonight on Planet of Dreams. You see it on the channel recently, really nice thing. One of you lucky people is going to win it for just 9p. If you're a dream catcher, you're already automatically entered. But either way, join us on the live stream tonight. I'm going to go live myself at 9 p.m. to announce the winner of that car. I'm also going to call the person, to get your phone ready. I'm going to be calling one of you lucky people tonight, all right? Planet of Dreams, link below. Good luck. I am so excited for the year ahead. We've got mega plans for every single one of our businesses and the channel as well. Let's talk about the channel. The channel's in the best place it's ever been. Year on year, it's grown. Everything I do represents consistency. I remain consistent with everything that I do. My body shape pretty much stays the same all year round. It does. I maybe make slight improvements on diet, on how I train, on the cardio that I do, maybe, subtle, slight, but I remain consistent with the gym. I do that with business, with my channel. You'll see that I've got no massive spikes, no big highs, but also no big lows. Although I did have a big low during that journey through Binker, that low was unplanned, unexpected. We were cornered into getting out of that site. The point is, by being consistent, we got through that negative chapter, we got through that problem, that journey. It was challenging, but as brothers, as a family, we stuck together, we kept on it, and it paid off. The channel, prime example again. No big highs, no big lows, just stay consistent. Constantly offer value to your audience. I want people to come away from my videos feeling inspired, feeling motivated. That's kind of what this video is about. I won't constantly just drum out there, let's get motivated, let's get inspired, let's feel good. But I will always try to be the best example that I can be. I look at that as so important. As a dad now, by the way, something I can say is it's the end of my 30s. At this point in time, This week is the first week of my life that I can say that I'm going to turn 40 next year. It's still a long time. July 2027 is the year that I turn 40, but at the same time, I'm excited. I'm excited for the chapter ahead. Consistency for me is the most important thing. I started my channel over 10 years ago. I don't exactly know when it was, but I became consistent with it and I've remained consistent. We've consistently grown. We've consistently coming up with ideas. We've consistently grown our team. This is our media team upstairs now. And we're going to consistently grow that. We're going to grow it further. We're growing on TikTok. We're growing on Instagram. Obviously growing on YouTube. We've begun doing some YouTube shorts. We're doing everything we can to keep on that positive journey. And everything that I do, I'm trying to maximize in every place that I can. I am not, if you look on social media, I look at successful people that have made it in life, people that your idea of someone who is high level. I am not on that level. I have not made it. But what I have done is I've pushed myself constantly and I've got myself into a position where you can throw what you like at me, like what happened during that chapter there, and I'll get through it because my consistency will overpower it. 2026 is going to be the most exciting year of my life. I've got so many ideas, so much to do, so much to film, so much stuff. It's already happening. Literally right now, stuff's happening that I'm excited about.
Because that was the first time, was that the first time you, no, it was the second time, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, so the CCD event, so Amar's just touched on CCD event. So again, during this process, we've done CCD 21. I remember going up on stage in CCD 20, it must have been 23 or 24. I'm thinking just the positive attitude people got towards me. And I thought, as much as myself, I'm feeling pressured, I'm feeling stressed. And I know I brought it all on myself, so don't feel sorry for me. This is all choices. But I remember going up on stage thinking, everyone's looking at me like I'm the man today. And it is all about, it's about everyone's cars, but it's a CCD show, it's Calvin's event. And I remember going up on stage thinking, I am delivering today. Forget me, I don't care about me. I don't care about how I'm feeling. I don't care how stressed I am. I didn't sleep the night before. It's just been seriously high pressure. Today is about you lot. And I went on stage and I think I actually had tears on my eyes because it was overwhelming and stressful at the same time, but also a super strong feeling of gratitude. And I've gone on stage and it felt good. And I just generally get on stage and wing it. I don't have a plan, I don't have a script. I'm not very good at reading. There's no way I'm going to stand there and read something. I'm not going to remember a script either. So I get on stage and I wing it every single time. It's a lovely feeling. And I've done it that year. I've done it again the following year. And we're doing it all again in 2026. Year on year, CCD event has grown. And everyone that goes to a CCD event, you'll see in the comments below as well now, to anyone that's been there, you'll know that it feels different. It's a different feeling, it's a different vibe. It's about the people, it's about being heartfelt, it's about everyone engaging with each other, us giving each other time. It ain't just a car show. So again, I'm excited for CCD 26. As I was talking then, the Planet of Dreams journey, going through that during this stressful period. It's like, well, something's got to give way. Should we stop giving away cars? Should we stop investing money into this platform that's draining finances? Should we do the same with ADVERTISE? Stop investing money into a platform that ain't giving us nothing back in return. Binker, you're spinning all these plates. Which one's more of a priority? The answer to that was everything's a priority. You keep going, you keep pushing, and you don't give up on anything. I saw Stephen Bartley say a quote one time, something along the lines of, did businesses fail or did the director give up too soon? That really stuck in my head. I was not giving up on anything. I want to come out the other side. I had the vision. I was like, this, and I can see where we're going to be. We're going to be in a better Binker. We're going to be in a better place with Planet Dreams, ADVERTISE, Binker, home life, personal life, in my own head and everything. To be fair, in my own head throughout the whole of it, although I was pressured, I remember looking at myself in the mirror even that night thinking, of course I'm bloody pressured. Of course I'm stressed. What am I going to sit here and cry because I'm stressed? You're a dickhead if you think you're stressed. If you think you're not supposed to be stressed, sorry. I was stressed. Of course I was bloody stressed. But in my head, I felt on top of my game. I felt on top of the world. I knew that I was going to bring myself out of this, and that vision that I had for us as a family and us as a group of businesses was going to be positive. I'm sat here now at the end of 2025 in that exact position. And when the world proves to you that your thought process was correct, it feels bloody good. I've just bought myself a new car, which again, I feel like I'm driving down the road in my M5. The M5, by the way, filming a massive video on that car. It's come off the back of, remember the guy that key scratched the car? Off the back of that negative, we've created something really, really positive. That's going to be going live at some point in the next few weeks. But again, rewind a couple of years ago, didn't have my own car. Sold my F90 M5 5 years ago to put money into the business. And I didn't buy myself a car for many, many years. People are like, are you going to get your own car? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep investing my money into growing my platforms. And that's exactly what I've done. I had cars around me, of course. Don't feel sorry for me. Calvin's got loads of cars. He's a car dealer. Keeping strict, keeping disciplined with, that's not for me, that's for the business. Keep it up for sale. We need to earn money out of that because that's going to pay for the bills, it's going to pay for staff, it's going to pay for wages and so on. That's priority. Being disciplined, remaining consistent, and it will, without a doubt, all pay off. During 2026, we are, in fact, I'm kind of holding back because I'm like, I've got so many bloody positive ideas that I'm like, can I even take this on? Can I do more? I want to do as much as possible. The reality of the fact that I'm going to be turning 40 next year, yeah, midlife crises are a real thing. I've grown my hair. I've put more energy into getting in better shape. I'm in the best shape, I think, than I've ever been in my life. And I want to do more with business, with the channel. With the channel, I would love to, and I'm going to use Lee with the 335D as an example. For those who didn't see that video, you need to go check it out. One of the best things I ever done in my life was that. And another one was driving to Germany in the transit van, raising over £10,000 for Macmillan Cancer, doing positive stuff for the channel, but also making it financially worthwhile for me. If that could be possible, where I could help people but make it viable on our side, that there is the most rewarding thing ever. When we done Lee's car, it wasn't financially viable. We lost loads of money. So from a financial point of view, it was a massive negative. It was completely pointless, an absolute financial waste of time. And it was during the process, again, in the middle of that chapter, where I wasn't in a position to do that. But I had this idea where this guy had crashed his car. It was Christmas. He was clearly emotional. He's in a negative state of mind. He was struggling with his mental health. None of that was on the channel, by the way, but I could feel it from him. And I thought, I'm going to buy this car for Planet Dreams. I was looking for low budget project cars for the channel. And I looked at that car and thought, this is perfect. 335D, obviously a BMW, which is perfectly fitting for the channel. It'd been in a crash. He was a subscriber of the channel. I'm going to go there, buy it, fix it, and give it away on Planet Dreams. I went there, bought it. He was emotional. We got it back. We fixed it. And I thought, I'm just going to give it back to him. Let's just go knock on his door and give it back to him. And we did. We knocked on his door and we gave the car back to him. And it felt good. If I could do more of that, somehow make that happen more often, I would. Getting individuals' lives, people that watch the channel, going out to these individuals and changing their lives, with whether it be with finances or helping them with business, whatever. If I could do that and make it financially viable on my side, that to me would be a dream right now. So yeah, this video is the end, yeah? It's the end of 2025 for all of us, but for me it's the end of the most positive but also most challenging chapter of my life ever. And 2025 paid me back, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, with energy that I deserved. I worked hard for that and it all come good. My priority, I want you to all know this, and I know I've probably touched on this briefly already in this video, my priority with my channel is to set a good example. Being a father of two is not a role that I take lightheartedly whatsoever, and it's taught me that being an example is super, super important. And I don't just want to be an example to my children and to my family, I want to be an example to you lot. I want you to watch my channel and think, do you know what, I like the way, I put so much energy into conducting myself as a businessman, as a human, forget being a businessman, as I possibly can. I want to treat people with respect. I want to criticize people when they're wrong. I want to big people up when they're doing well, and also put them in their place when they're doing wrong. I think it's important that you find that balance yourself, to keep remaining, whilst you're being a good, positive example, you're being a positive influence to everyone around you. And because I've got this channel attached to me, with all these people, these thousands of people that subscribe to it, I've got the opportunity to set an example and be the best person in my eyes. You know, it's just opinion based really. The way that I conduct myself is only the way that I feel is the right way. But I get the opportunity to do that and be that person and offer that mindset, if you like, to everyone that watches me. So I get great pleasure, by the way. As much as it might seem like I'm doing it for the channel, I'm doing it for me. I feel good criticizing myself, changing myself, pushing myself, and trying to make myself a good person, the best person I possibly can be for me. So really, really important that you lot know that, because it is the first week of 2026. I always say it every single year. I love the new year. I'm excited about New Year. I think January is probably my favorite month of the year. I literally love it. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong, but I like to get December out of the way. It's a bit of a funny month. It changes my routine. My consistent way of being feels a bit on the rocks throughout the month of December. We hit January, it's new year, new me, although it ain't that for me. It is for some people. And I think it's important to embrace that energy, and I do that every single year, and I am genuinely nothing but excited for the year ahead. And I want to say to anyone that may have had a negative experience or a negative chapter in previous times, this is your time, man. This is your time. To anyone that's trying to knock you, new year, new me, oh, they'll check you out. Yes, go for it, man. Be the new me. Embrace this new year. Feel that energy and smash it in 2026, because that's what it's all about. Your opportunity is now. Anything you're thinking, whether it's the gym, eating healthy, business, work, whatever, personal development, criticize yourself. I'm going to be talking about this in videos as well. Throughout 2025, we went out to Dubai to check out some dealerships. We went to Germany, that video might have already gone live, I'm not sure. If it hasn't gone live, you need to watch that. I think it's going to go live next week. I'm going out to meeting these dealers, and they're doing a better job than me. What do? Do they make me feel worse of a person? Do they make me feel, they're doing well, but they've had this, or he's all right, he's in Dubai. No, I come away from there and I criticize myself. And I say, Calvin, what can you do to do better? They're doing better than you. These guys are doing better than you. They've got a nicer dealership than you. They've got nicer cars than you. Shame on you, you idiot. Criticize yourself. It's fine. Don't put yourself down. You're meant to come away feeling like a little bit deflated, like, oh, yeah, that's how you're supposed to feel. Because if you felt on top of the world, you'd feel on top of your game. You wouldn't ever improve. I had someone say to me recently, I am the best at what I do. I'm the best at what I do. And I thought to myself, you idiot. If you think you're the best if anyone out there thinks they're the best at what they do, you're an idiot. You're ignorant, you're arrogant, and you are literally limiting yourself by thinking that. I am nowhere near the best version I'm trying to be the best version of me. I am trying. I am nowhere near the best version of a human being can be. I'm nowhere near the best car dealer in the UK. I'm nowhere near perfect. But I'm telling you now, I'm trying my absolute best to improve, criticize myself, and do the best that I can to be the best that I can.
Can I add on to that?
Yes, Samar, you can.
You know, with me, yeah, I always like to use doubt. So I always doubt myself and use that to push even harder. Does that make sense? Yes,
so you use doubt as a fuel. So you'll say to yourself, I feel like I can't do this. And in your head, I'm guessing I'm assuming this is what you're trying to say, is you'll 180 and say, what do you mean I can't do this?
Yeah.
Of course I can bloody do this. Use that doubt as fuel.
Yeah.
Like, allow that to fuel you to say, I can't lift this 100 kilos on the bench. I'm worried, I can't do this. What you criticize, you need to 180 and turn it back on yourself. Yes, I can, mate. Can you give me a spot? I'm going to lift this 100 kilos. I've never lifted 100 kilos in my life. You get on there. Yeah, you've had a good week of food. You've had a good week of sleep. You've had you're up to scratch with your cardio. You're feeling heavy. You're feeling strong. You get on there. Now is the time. Doubt. Get on that bench and push that 100 kilos. And guess what? You do it.
Yep.
Doubt is good. Yeah, it is good. And it's also a natural feeling. It's a natural way of thinking. Going back to me feeling stressed, feeling anxious. Yes, Calvin, you feel stressed and feel anxious. You're shaking like a leaf. You're sweating. You can't sleep because your mind is wired. course you're supposed to be like that. You're supposed to feel all of those feelings because you have put yourself under so much pressure with all of these businesses and taking on all this stuff that your brain can't cope, your body can't cope. You want to crumble. Your body wants to be in a comfortable place. Yeah, we all want to be comfortable. That's where we need to be. You've pushed yourself to a point where comfort is not where you found yourself. You found yourself in the most uncomfortable situation. And as a result of that, your body don't know what it wants to do. It's got no appetite. It doesn't want to eat. It doesn't want to go to the gym, that's for sure. And what do? You go against that feeling. So I am going to the gym. Yeah, I'm tired. I was literally in the gym, knackered, yeah? And I also had some personal stuff go on during that process and it was heartbreaking. But the point is, all of these feelings, I literally stuck my fingers up at all of them and I said, do you know what? You lot are the devil to me. You can keep trying to fight me and keep trying to drag me down. You're just feelings, that's all you are. Me, I've got my plan. Stick your feelings up your arse. I'm gonna stick with my plan, remain consistent, not even talk about it. That's why this video isn't the end of Binka, and it was never gonna be the end of Binka. And if it ever is a video to say this is the end of Binka, it's because we're going on doing something better. You ain't ever gonna see that from me. Even through that process, when it could have happened, I remember thinking, this is not happening. I'm not letting, I sat in podcasts throughout that process, and I was the man. You like a duck. On the surface, it's calm as anything. Underneath, it's flapping like mad. I'd done a very good job of appearing like I was on top of the world, and that's really important. And so some people be like, oh no, you've got to be honest. My mum would say, Cal, you've got to be open about how you feel. Yeah, you've got to be, and that's good, mum, you're right. But for me, it was like, forget that. Ignore those feelings, ignore that. What's my goal? That's what I'm focusing on. That's what matters. And I set my vision on that goal, and we stuck at it, and we achieved. There will be challenges in 2026. I'm confident though, it'll be a good year. And the challenges that we will have will be interesting. There will always be challenges. The car trade is becoming more and more tough, more, bills, everything, profits, everything's getting squashed out of it. How do we make that better though? How do we improve? How can we do more? How can we make more money? I'm in business to make money. Is it the end of used car dealers? Is it the end of, you see pubs going, you see businesses, restaurants, all these businesses are falling, taxi drivers, general work, general businesses are falling. Is that the case for car dealers? I'll be honest, I think it is going that way, but I am not giving up on the car trade because I absolutely love it. I literally love it. So for me, yes, today is the first week of January and I feel nothing but positive energy and excitement for the new year ahead. It's important to me, like I think back to when me and my brothers were kids and we grew up in this ghetto area surrounded by skint people. We were mega skint as well. It was kind of the way the world, if you like, back then. Cars for me were a magnet. I just loved them and I did like doing a deal, and I didn't ever see myself, I mean, I always knew I'd be, I was always a popular kid at school. Being one of 5 boys, we were naturally people. We were a very well-known family. I loved cars. I always knew that I was going to go on a positive journey in life. I know everyone would feel this, but if anyone that's in a situation or position today that they could look back and say, I wish my younger self could see me today, that would be cool, because then I could reassure him, do you know what, the way you're thinking and what you've got going on in your head is right. But then I say that, if he knew that he was going to be here today, it'd be a bit more relaxed, and that wouldn't have worked. But it's been an exciting journey, man. It has been an exciting journey, and I think the point is, anyone that pushes themselves to the absolute limit, you'll get results, without a doubt.
It's a testament to your character, isn't it?
It is. And I know you've been around, Amar's been here for that whole process, and you might have seen ups and downs. What's your view on that? Would you say that I've remained consistent as in energy and as a person?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm here, I'm on it.
Since I've joined as well, you kind of taught me to be a bit more on it, in the sense of being organised and stuff like that. For an example, I just had to send a letter earlier on and I had to get lunch. So I picked a place where there was a post office and next door was a food place. So So I don't have to go to 2 different places.
And that's how I run my life. You see that? I literally run my life. And I think it's nice for me to know that, you know, again, just in my immediate circle, obviously I'm with you all the time. So it's nice for me to know that people are taking positive. And I also, and I say to the boys here a lot, I'm hard on everyone at work, not in a negative way. I'm gonna call you out on your downfalls. I think it's really important. A lot of people thank me. We went out for our Christmas do the other day, and one of the lads said, "Calv, how did you think of me when I first joined?" And I said to him, "Do you know what? I must admit, I thought this guy's got no hope, but we're going to work with him, and we're going to call him out on his downfalls. We're going to compliment him on his positives, and we're going to, you know, show him what we can, and hope that he gels with the role." And he absolutely has. He was on his 2nd Christmas do last week. And he is so happy, man. He is in a far better place. I won't say who it is, but he is so, the way that he has come on leaps and bounds, and the gratitude that he has to be on board with the team at Binker, and, you know, the way that he's developed as a person, for me to know that that's happened in my realm, like, that's rewarding for me. And so the more that I can do that as a human, back to going and say that success comes in 2 forms, internal and external, yeah? Someone said to me in a podcast recently, it was my friend Raheem, he said...
We're on the topic of nostalgia, so let's bring it back. And that is, what does success mean to you, Calvin?
My answer to that was internal peace. And I think internal peace, knowing that you're not sensitive, you're not, you know, you don't take offence to things or stupid things. You're not snappy. You know, you see it in comments all the time where, "Oh my God, look at him, he's just bought a new Range Rover. Bought my missus a new car." Yeah, that's positive. Grew up in the ghetto, now I'm buying my missus a brand new Range Rover. Like, this is amazing for me. I'm running around in an M5, just built my brand new house. This is stuff that dreams are made of. I've made this happen, right? Internal peace is the ultimate goal. If you feel, you don't need external success. Yeah, because success to most people looks like big house, M5, Range Rover, Rolex on his wrist, money in the bank, whatever. Big pile of cash, by the way. They ain't real, they're dummy notes, yeah? All of that is nonsense. You don't need none of that, because if you haven't got internal success, you haven't achieved nothing. If you could have one or the other, well, you've got to have the internal success. That matters so much more, because if you've got all this external success, but you don't have internal success, you're never going to be successful. Never. If you're overweight, insecure, lazy, unreliable, unorganised, but you've got loads of money, well, you think you're going to be happy? Of course you bloody ain't. But if you're in the gym, in good shape, organised, motivated, energised, feeling internal happiness, but you ain't got no money in the bank, you're still happy. So internal success is the most important thing. And I'm trying, my idea, I think we've all got different goals. My goal is to achieve both. I want to have an eternal internal success, and my idea of external success, because of how I grew up, I've got a sort of a fear, if you like, for being skint. I want the complete opposite of what skint looks like. So finances for me are my own personal goal. Someone said to me the other day, "How you been, Cal? You all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm living the dream." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I am actually. I'm living my version of my dream." I said, "What about you?" He goes, "Do you know what? I'm actually living my dream as well." He said, "But I'd say your dreams are higher than mine, Cal." And I said to him, "Do you know what? They probably are. And they're actually a lot higher than they currently are. So I want a lot more." Which is mad, maybe through some people's eyes, but the point is, we all have different dreams. I could ramble on, and this rambling on has also made me consider setting up a whole new channel called Sit Down with Calvin. And it's just where we sit down and have a conversation about a subject that's relevant in today's world. That might happen, might not happen, but I do like to talk. I do like to, you know, be an example, if you like. So, guys, I'm going to go, but I do want to say thank you to every single one of you. Honestly, I am so grateful. As we go around, like me and Amar, we're out and about. I'll be out with my missus, my family, my brothers. Everywhere I go, I see respecting comments. Obviously, I see loving comments. But when I get out and about, I see real people. I was actually out last night, and this guy was like, he was with his missus. We was in a restaurant, and he was shaking my hand, and I was like, and he's like, he's used to me just talking, obviously, because it's a one-way conversation on a video. and the love and respect. I said, no, this is about you. What car have you got? What do you do for a living? What's your name? Let's talk about you. And he was just so positive towards me, and I get that everywhere I go. Like it's amazing. So what YouTube has done for me, we've done a whole video before where what YouTube has done for me in the 10 years I've been doing it is nothing but positive. And I am so grateful, man. And I know that we've put work into this. This has not come for nothing. This is well deserved, right? Day in, day out, for many, many years on end, my head has been wrapped up in YouTube videos. And it ain't the biggest channel out there. It ain't the best channel out there. But it is my channel and I absolutely love it. I enjoy every minute of it. I could be on camera all day, every day, upload endless amounts of content, and I would never ever get bored of it. I enjoy it so much. And the reason why I enjoy it is because of you lot. And it is thanks to you and your support and your encouragement and your positive energy that just keeps me on it, keeps me going, makes me enjoy this channel. So thank you all very, very much. To everyone that hasn't hit subscribe, I am going to ask you right now, yeah, because there's so many of you out there that haven't hit subscribe. And I know this is generic sort of, oh, can you hit subscribe? This is not a generic, can you please hit subscribe? This is a forced ask, yeah? There is so many of you watching now that haven't hit subscribe. And I do wonder why. My channel, I've posted more videos. I've done something wrong somewhere because I haven't, you know, in my head I've got 1 million subscribers. But when I look at the number, it's like 330,000. Not that it matters, it's only a bloody number on the screen. I have internal success. This external success is irrelevant. But guys, it would be nice to get that number cranked up a little bit. And you are in control of that. You haven't hit subscribe, don't know why. You've got the opportunity to do that for me now. Do your good deeds, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna link our vertical below as well. They've done so much for us as a team, us as a channel throughout the years. You lot support them, and whilst you're supporting them, you're supporting the channel. So I will link them below. Code CCD to get 20% off. Really, really important that you do a check when you buy a used car. I'm going to link all of my businesses below. There's a link now below. It's called youwon'tclickthis.com. The idea of you won't click this is you will bloody click it because it's a game, innit? In that link, you'll see all of our brands and businesses, Planet Dreams and so on. Giving away the Golf tonight as well. Don't forget that. Lovely car. Very, very nice car. Mount tuned car. Stage 1. Lowered, Pretoria's estate, 7.5, virtual cockpit, just a nice thing, full leather interior. So yeah, Planet Dreams link below, everything else, and that's it. I usually end the video with some kind of funny joke. My nephew Clay, he said to me the other day at our Christmas meal, Calv, what do you call a camel with 3 humps? Pregnant. There's one more. Why did the camel leave the party? Because he had the hump. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. One more thing before this video goes live. New Year's resolutions. Lana, stop. It's okay. I do have some New Year's resolutions. One of them is say no more often, because I think the importance of no is so important. Another one is don't undervalue the importance of every now and then telling the odd person to F off. Really important that you do that. For me it is anyway. And the other one is I don't want to aim to entertain, I want to aim to offer value. That's also really important, I think. So yeah, let me know what yours are in the comments below and I'm going to sort her out. Yeah? Hey! She's just made a load of mess, but luckily we have a dog hoover who's just cleaned it all up. Happy New Year.